Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. In today's video, I'm sharing how to analyze a Bazi chart if your daily master is a young fire called Bing in Chinese, born in the fall season. Because the dominant element for fall is metal, and metal has this more reserved, introverted, and critical thinking type of personality. So even though your daily master is a young fire, which means you're passionate, outgoing, energetic, you're very loving, caring, and selflessly helping other people. But compared to the other three seasons, fall-born young fire tend to have a more practical and logical personality to them. So if your position number 6 in your Bazi chart looks like this, called Shen, that's a young metal equates to August, or You, that equates to Yin Metal, means September. Because both are metal dominant birth months, their thought process is quite similar. So going back to your foundational Bazi structure, your position number 6 is a metal type of birth month. Going back to our 12 stages of existence conditional chart, young fire, when it's touching either the young metal or yin metal earthly branch, the young fire is very weak. It's also making sense logically because fire is the dominant chi for summer. When we go into fall season, summer already went away. So the chi and condition of summer or fire has faded away. That also is another way to think about why this young fire daily master is fairly weak. So that's your starting point. Then the question is, what other 6 players is ideal paired together so that we can optimize the daily master for it to show off its strength. And young fire's strengths is all about the sun giving out brightness, warmth, and showing the vibrant beauty of it. So that's why the number one thing you're looking for is what players can I have to make myself from a fairly weak starting point to a balanced and even leaning towards a little stronger type of condition. That's why we want like either a fire or wood type of energy showing up, like maybe 1 or 2 on the bottom row, like position 5, 7, or 8. So you have a strong root supporting yourself. And if you see another wood or fire type of element in the top row, it's even strengthening that helper type of supporting energy. So both the top and bottom row collaborate together to make your daily master strong. So once this prerequisite has been met, then the remainder player elects young water, because the young water plays a role of showing off the beauty of young fire. So you can imagine like a sun setting in the west. What will make the sun to show off its vibrant beauty is paired with this young type of river, lake, or ocean. It's the best way to, it's like a style match to show off the beauty of the sun setting in the west. So this is what the ancient book says is the ideal answer for a Bazi chart, but honestly, in reality, what's the chance that a person's Bazi chart will exactly fit this strict criteria? I would say in reality, as long as you meet this fundamental essence of Bazi, which is all about balancing, like what does it take to keep myself in a balanced condition in terms of strength and weakness, or is my Bazi too wet or too dry or too cold or too hot? As long as you're in a balancing condition, that still makes it a very good Bazi chart. So personally, I don't think there's only one answer based on the book. So I'll give you another example. Let's say, unfortunately, I cannot find too much wood or fire, which are my friends, right? Keep myself strong. Maybe I have 1 or 2 wood or fire type of root, but it's being collided or eroded by a neighbor. then it makes the rooting system fairly weak. In that case, logically, your favorable element would be more wood and fire to keep yourself in a more balanced condition. But what if you don't really have a strong wood or fire in your original Bazi chart? Then the beauty of Bazi is that's when you wait for this annual 10-year trend, especially when you hit the favorable type of wood and fire 10-year trend during the critical stages of your life, like starting with your mid or late 20s until 40 or maybe early 50s. So those 30 or 20 or 30 years in the most critical stage of your life, if you hit your favorable element, it still make this person's life fairly good. So there are multiple options to define a good Bazi chart. So I wouldn't like strictly borrow the answer from the book, what the book defines as only one option. But last but not least is this October birth month. So it looks like this in Chinese called Xu, is a young earth type. Because the elements switched from metal to earth, that's why the thinking process is different. I would say number one risk for a young fire daily master is it just does not like dry earth type. The reason is young fire is all about the sun. I'm giving out brightness. I like attention. I'm in the center of the stage. The moment you have so many dry earth, like a big mountain covering up the beauty of the sun, it just is not a friend it craves in the Bazi chart. In the Chinese word, it's like too much earth will bury up and cover up the beauty of the young fire. So because your position number 6 is already a young earth type, and this is the most influential factor in the Bazi chart. So October birth time for a young fire person, you just have a higher risk of too much of this earth type of element I just instinctively doesn't like. In that case, you're looking for those players in your Bazi chart to keep itself in a balanced state, because young wood suppresses earth. That's why young wood is kind of play this remedy or medicine to keep this risk of too much earth down in a moderate condition. And water plays a double duty. The first is water grows wood. So either yang or yin water are considered favorable element because it makes this young wood strong and useful. But it also keeps this too much fire and earth, which are on the dry camp. So you want to introduce more wet type of water to keep the dry and wet balanced. So in this case, because the purpose of water is different, it's not like for the August and September birth months, right? This water is playing this supporter role to paint this context to show off the beauty of young fire. But in this October case, the water's purpose is to grow wood and keep the dry and wet balance. That's why yin water is just as useful as yang water, because what we use it for is quite different. So that's a quick overview of what the book shared of how to analyze favorable element for fall-born young fire. The next episode, I'll share some case studies to further illustrate today's points. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.